Scorpio and Scorpio rising, one of the fixed signs and one of my favorites. So Scorpio rising folks are ruled by Mars. They're also ruled by Pluto, and Pluto was very active with Venus last week, but now we've got Mars active with the sun on Monday. So, all of this emphasis, this Aquarian period, is in the fourth house for Scorpio risings, and that's the house of family. It's where you physically live. These are areas that could be amplified during the Aquarius season, but also the Mercury retrograde. It could be a time where you're thinking about where you live and maybe something needs to change with that. It feels like your partner may be motivating some, well, here's a way that I would describe the sun square Mars in that first part of the week. This could be a business partner. This could be a conflict with someone professionally. So someone that you partner with professionally, conversations that have to do with family. Okay, let me work this through. It's kind of complicated. Scorpio, right? Scorpio is complicated, but the sun squaring off with Mars definitely feels like a lot of effort being put into a business partnership. I'm just going to say that. Venus rules that partnership, and it doesn't feel like a marital or like life partner. It feels more like a business situation that you're having to assert yourself professionally in some way that your concern might ruffle some feathers. Mercury is, in your chart, rules the 8th house and the 11th house. So, there's a lot of change circulating for Scorpio risings. There's a lot sort of on the calendar to change. And this is, positive change, I would think, for the most part. Some of it could be challenging to your income. I don't want to go into this place of fear because you've got eclipse cycles that are in that 2nd and 8th house, and Mercury rules that north node in the 8th house. This feels like something financial is being reassessed. And here's one way this could look. Something going on at home with a family member or related to where you physically live requires you to reassess your investments that you share with someone else, requires you to consider significant turning point kinds of change in your life. This is how the Mercury retrograde could be manifesting for Scorpios. Another way this could be manifesting, conversations with your family of origin, that maybe there's a family member, there's something that has to do with finances here. And that's a big theme for Scorpios in general. But with the Mercury retrograde ruling that 8th house, I feel like there's some kind of money issue going on with family or a friendship even. And this is what conversations are being had. Okay, so I guess Hello Mavie is a Scorpio. She's saying she's in the middle of a career change and husband and I are looking to move. Very, very perfect description of how all this can, because the sun is the ruler of the career for Scorpio risings, and the Mars square to the sun does feel like there's some change being considered professionally that also affects where you live. And the conversations are getting more serious. I think the conversations by the end of this week are getting more serious with a partner. So if it is, Hello Mavie, I would say your relationship, your husband and your conversations about this could get more serious, more structured, more deliberate. Like you're really sort of like, okay, we're going to do this. What is this going to look like if we do it? Let's get real. That's the Saturn word. And that's by the end of the week. But I would say, use Mercury retrograde to continue the conversation, to do the research, to keep the conversation going. It's not the time to really make a decision on a property or where you physically live right now, because Mercury can hide things that aren't revealed until it goes direct, and that's not until the 21st. So use February. Scorpios, if you are considering a family issue or a move, use February to research. Do a lot of things. But I would say, yeah, it's a good time to really think hard about what you're about to do and make sure you know what the steps are going to look like. Okay. Because the Saturn square Uranus is in that area of home and family, and it's square the partner, and this is all a year. That's a recipe for change, but also chaos and stress. So make sure that you are doing this consciously and that you are really thinking it through. Mercury retrograde will help you with that. It will help you think it through. I don't want to go into fear ever. I don't ever want to make anyone listen to this and say, oh my God, now I'm more anxious. So I always want to say, take what I say with a grain of salt, take what makes sense and leave the rest. Okay. I need to say that more often. So the moon moves into your sign, Scorpio, on Wednesday and Thursday, and it squares all that Aquarius. So Wednesday, Thursday feel like the days that you're really focusing on this. And of course, I'm thinking about this in the context of my own husband, who's a Scorpio rising, and that we're going to be looking at houses this week. Oh my God. So, so you may be making a decision or considering a big decision about family, about career, about all the things that matter, about where you physically live. It feels weighty. And yet I want to tell you, Scorpio, you don't have to decide right now. So don't get yourself all worked up. You don't have to decide right now. You can take your time. What else do I want to say? Aquarius with Scorpio rising. Oh my God, this is so crazy. So crazy. Xanax, U-Haul. Okay, good. Thank you for all the feedback. I love the comments, everybody. I'm glad I'm not making anyone fearful. We had enough of that, right? We had enough of that. It's a new day.